What's going on, guys? IC Podcast 2 delay here, and today a new car pack has came out, and we are going to check out the new cars that have just been added. This car pack does cost about Great British pounds, or which is equivalent to around $5 US. So if we go to, actually no, this is owned cars, what we want to do is go into the auto shop, or the auto show, and search by value, because once you claim a car, they are all free. So these are the 4 cars we'll be checking out today. The Chris Forsberg Racing Nissan Ultramatic, however you pronounce it, the Lotus Emira, the Celine truck, and the Pagani Hybrid R. So we're going to start off with the slowest and work our way up to the faster cars. Alright, so let's check out the Celine first, because this thing looks bloody good. And it has been out for a little while, so let's have a quick look at the designs. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a lot. And it is just a recommended designs as well. You could probably search and you'll get more out of it. But you only get the blue as the manufactured colour. I'm going to stick with this for now, because that looks pretty good. See what customization and upgrades we get. Give it a quick spin, then we'll repeat, and then we will repeat the process with other 3 cars. So now that we are in via Celine, let's see what upgrades we have. Oh no, that's the auction house. Starting with the engine, this is the stock. That sounds good. 7.7 litre V12. And a racing 7.2 litre V8. I think we should leave the stock engine in it and modify it. We can either leave it all-wheel drive or turn it to rear. Body kit options. That I don't really like the Forza area for that, but I do love this new rear. But we're going to keep it looking mostly standard for now. You got your average wheels. We'll put a little extra grip on there, fatten them up. Get some better transmission and everything. Let's just go for the standard race, because all of this is just standard. Everyone knows it's in the game. Race brakes, major weight reduction, and let's just throw in a hell of a lot of power. Actually, I wonder if we're going to keep this thing in A class. Has a nice noise. Yo, you can, with the stock engine, you can put it to the top of A. That's actually pretty good. And we got 900 odd horsepower as well, which is crazy. In the car mastery for this thing, we do have 6,000 XP, 10 FOSFOM points, and 50,000 credits. Tuning, we're not going to really mess around with that. It's got 10 bloody gears. I'm not going to really mess around with that at the moment. I'll do that another day when I make a proper build out of this thing. It also gets added to the car collection like every other vehicle. But it's not wasting any more time with the Celine and give it a quick race. See how well it performs. So I think we'll do let's do this. It's a cross country. Actually no, it's a dirt race. We'll do a dirt race with the pickup to see how well it performs. And it's like the first one I saw anyway, so that's why we're doing this exact one. 3 laps. Current car. Let's see how this goes. Right, let's see how far we can go with this thing. So it handles fairly well on the sections. It's got quite a bit of power. But we're just gonna sneak in there. Now that we're in the lead, we're just gonna try and hold it. Ford Bronco is practically riding my bumper throughout the year. And because we're using the off-road wheels as well, it basically has no grip on the tarmac. So you can just slide it around the entire corner just like that. But it's on the dirt sections where it has tons of grip, where you would expect it. So let's just throw it into a nice little handbrake grip here. Put it on a little bit better though. Oh shit, I looked at the computer, I did not go fully well. But we have got a nice lead going. Let's go a bit of power slide around here. Now, well, we still have one more lap to go with this thing, then we'll try out the other 3 cars of this pack. Let's see if we can get another clean drift in. So we've already got a little bit of slide. We'll just keep it going through there. Go down to gear 2, nearly tap the wall, and onto our funnel line. We're actually slower than our first lap. Right, let's try actually beat a 117. And we ain't gonna do that by full on drifting it purposely. I'm just gonna let the car power slide itself and just keep it in control. That should keep it all sorted. Oh, we need to go hard on the brakes here. Just up the handbrake a little. The fact that the highest gear I think we have used so far is gear 5. Alright, so that's the first race circuit done. And that took about 10 minutes, including the intro. Well, the race itself took about 4 minutes, so it didn't take too long. But if we spend about 4 minutes per vehicle, I think we'll be able to end on a good time. But we're going back to the auto show and getting our next car. And that next car is, we just go to value and go down here. Veloris Imara, I believe it's pronounced. I may have butchered the name, but doesn't matter. Let's check this thing out. Alright, so we've got a bit more community work here. But I say that is mostly basic, but I quite like that design there, the classic Imara. Let's go for that. Look how nice that looks. I quite like that, yes. We're gonna go for that. Guess I should check the manufactured colours first. I think I might still be able to even with this paint. But it doesn't really matter. The custom upgrades. This is the stock engine. Here we've got quite a few options. Oh, that sounds good. A 2-litre straight 4 turbo. A 6.2-litre V8. A racing V6. A 5.2-litre V10. A 3-litre V8 racing. A racing V12. Or a racing 7.2-litre V8. But like the last car, we're going to keep it somewhat standard. We're going to keep it rear-wheel drive. We're going to put some twin turbos in it, just to give it a little extra oomph. We will need extra aero. We'll only do it for the front, just to keep the car looking pretty good. Let's put some semi-slicks on there. Get a little bit wider so we have as much grip as possible. Alright, let's just get some upgrades going. Oh, we're not going to put overall occasion, but we are going to do weight reduction. We're just going to now throw in a bunch of power. Loads and loads of power. Yes, I want it all. You can go anti-lag and go. Now let's just go for the standard. So we are at the low end of S2. Which in online events may be a bad thing, but saying that, we're only weighing 2.5 pounds. Is that pounds or tons? No, it's pounds. 2.5. But either way, it's a light car with 800 horsepower. It's very light. Lotus has always been quite light, which means in theory it should still handle super well. In the car mastery, we do have 5,000 XP, as well as 10 Forza Farm points. We're going to not mess around with the tuning for now. Gets added to the car collection as always. But with the DLC car packs, you will get every car free from that pack for the first time purchase. That's why there's not a lot of money coming out of my account other than the upgrading. And let's do a street race with this thing. Let's do it with this. That's the first one I saw. But let's give it a go. It's only 5.5 miles with an S2 car. Piece of piss, let's be honest. And we got a rear one in front. Alright, we got proper supercars here. Or more like hypercars. We got the Maserati MC12. No, it's not the Maserati MC12, it's the Oh, what was it? I can't even remember what it's called. We've got a Porsche 918 Spider, Bugatti Veyron, the electric, waiting for a car back to Porsche. The aerial out, two McLaren Sennas as I get nudged off the truck into a tree, so we're going to rewind and pretend that never even happened. Alright, this is a quite slidey car. Probably because of all the power and not enough downforce. Oh, the McLaren Senna does have that better braking because the active aero spoiler and it was built for racing. As this thing is just a road car tuned to go fast. But even the stock engine sounds really good on the screen. We are parasliding quite a bit. There is not enough downforce and it's so lightweight. It may only have like 800 horses, but it's so light. Unbelievably light. It's like a little go-kart. That's the great thing about Lotus. And we're already 70% way through the race. So it's a good job we put race brakes in this, so we probably would have overshot that. I mean, we nearly did. Another little power slide, but it's just a home stretch from here. Was that 157 across the line? Whilst nearly losing it at the end as well. But this is actually a really good car. I enjoyed driving that, it was great. But it's now time to go back to the festival site and get our next car. And our next car is, oh wait, in the auto, my garage again, this is the auto show value. Next is Chris Forsberg's Nissan drift car. We're just going to call it that for now. But that looks quite good. These are the community designs. But we're going to keep it with the standard colour, I reckon. And this is the only manufactured colour you will get. Confirm. Alright, let's see what upgrades we have for this thing. But that's a monster of an engine under there. Custom upgrade. We're running the standard engine. It's either all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. We've got the option of. And hang on. Sorry about that, just had to answer an important message. Alright, standard tyres, I think it's already on drift tyres. Yeah, actually it is drift tyres. We're going to keep it on its minimum setting. We're going to put a slightly higher transmission in. Race diffs. Better brakes. And we are already on drift suspension, as it is a drift car. And it's just throwing V's. Let's get some anti-lag in. This is probably the cheapest, one of the cheaper cars to modify. And look at the horsepower. Like, we were able to lose a little bit of weight, but we're running 2,000 horsepower. Is this like one of the most powerful drift cars in the game? Alright, let's give this a spin. Right, so we need a drift zone. And before anyone says the mountain, good option, but it's too long. It takes about 5 minutes just to get down it anyway. So we need something that's a better size. I think we should do this one right here. So let's just angle our car right there and see how well this thing drifts. And I am drifting with traction control turned on, just so we don't have to keep messing around with the settings.
100 yards, turn right.
But every drift car does drift better with traction control turned on. So let's see how this thing goes. Even with traction control turned on, it drifts like a dream.
You have arrived at your destination.
106,000 drift points. I believe that is 3 stars. It is as well, so it's an easy 3-star car. No problem about it. That is crazy. And now we're going to check out our last car. So if we just go back to the festival site and auto show, and our last car is the Pagani Hyra R, which looks like a beast already. The community designs are quite basic. Yeah, they are quite basic. We're going to stick with the standard, and this is the only manufactured colour, but it looks pretty good with the carbon fibre for gold. It just looks good in general. So let's see what upgrades we have. I'm not actually going to the auto show. I mean the auction house. Bloody hell, what am I doing today? The engines, we got the stock. As well as the racing V12. I'm going to leave the standard in. We're going to keep it rear-wheel drive. We are going to put some fat turbos in it though. This is going to be an X-Class build. It's already on race slicks. We'll just wind them up to X-Class. Let's put a 7-speed transmission in. Ooh, I don't want ready diffs on standard race ones. Alright, we're already on race suspension. And now he's just thrown a bit of power. And we are not going for anti-lag with this thing. And it only cost us 25,000. We are running 1,250 horsepower basically. Car Mastery, we do have 5,000 XP. 10 Forza Fun points and a wheel spin, which will open up on another day. We're not gonna tune it properly yet. I'll do a proper tune for it another time, off camera. And let's give it a go around. I would save the Goliath, but that takes about 10 minutes to do anyway. So we are not going to do that. We've already done a street race. So let's do a road race. This one here. Let's see how well this thing will go around the track. Let's do this. And we're doing it in the rain as well, so this is a real test on performance right here. Alright, let's do this. Oh, some good launch. Plus we got sheer on pass for player. Evo. I mean 519 XX. Oh shit, hit a wall. Just answering a quick message. Get back on the road, floor it at full speed, and power. 220, maybe 230 around that corner. We are flying. Holy shit, this thing is quick. Oh, it's having a brakes here. Nudge to be getting Devos out the way. And you've got it a shear on. I am drifting. Drifting is not a good sign. Down on the outside, inside. Now the inside. Oh shit, outside again. Okay, this thing does not like the wet weather. Devos have got the four-wheel drive advantage in this condition. I'll get out of the way. Barely any commentary at this point. Dive bomb, missed the checkpoint, rewind. Dive bomb, attempt 2. Didn't really do much. But this is a great car. Better for dry weather. Not very great in the wet. I'm just trying to get past second. Final stretch, come on. That one little Pagani, you can do it. And it's a third place finish. So no, this is a good time, even with the odd muck-up. No, but this pack is worth the price. £4 in England, about $5 in the US. If you're also wondering what the pack is called, it is called the Forza Horizon 5 Horizon Racing Car Pack. You only get the 4 cars, and it's a separate purchase. it doesn't come in any deluxe bundles or anything. So, yeah, on that note, thank you for watching. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.